Okay, so today I'm building a friend a keyboard. And believe it or not, there's actually a good story behind why I'm building my friend this keyboard. This is Cosette. She's not into the keyboard hobby. She is a first timer. So she's a normal human being with a social life, you know, with a boyfriend. So her and her boyfriend are both beginners wanting to try out this hobby or build themselves their first custom keyboard just for fun, you know, not like this. So they went to a place where you could build keyboards in Singapore. It's getting really popular now. They just have like all the in-stock kits, some Echo kits, some Keychron kits, some good old normal switches like Gateron Reds. They have them on display, you can try them out and then you can build your keyboard there. So yeah, they basically went together recently and Cosette was basically paying for it as like a gift for her boyfriend. And as a curious keyboard guy, I just asked how much did she spend, and she told me she spent 450 Singapore dollars. And my initial reaction was like, whoa, it must be some pretty good stuff. And so she told me that she bought a Keychron Q1 with some Kale Box Jades and a Echo keycap set, the PBT keycap sets. And that usually totals up to about $200, maybe $220. It's not that much. It's not $450. So I don't really understand how it came up to $450. Maybe they include like a assembly service that I didn't know about. But if any of these places are interested in inviting me to go over and try it out, I would be happy to go. I want to know how it feels for a first timer, or maybe I'll send a first timer. So yeah, that is the base story as to why I'm building her a keyboard. I don't want her to spend another $450 on a keyboard from a store. So I decided to build it myself and give it to her. So let's go ahead and start building this keyboard. She sent me a rough idea of what she wanted in her keyboard, so I just tried to replicate it to the best of my abilities, and this is what we have. We'll be starting off with an Echo Mod 005. She told me that she wanted a dark grey or space grey case, which Echo Mod 005 luckily has, so we're going with an Echo Mod 005 mainly for the colour and the chassis. It is made from aluminum and I don't want to give a plastic case. But aside from all that, the Echo Mod 005 is actually one of my favourite boards by Echo themselves because of how talky they are. Let's just listen to this. This is my own Echo Mod 005. But yeah, this is actually an extremely good keyboard kit that I would recommend for all beginners out there. It only costs about $130 and they provide quite a lot of accessories which I will slowly go through as we unbox this together. The extra accessories that they provide is really nice. They provide an Echo cord cable made from rubber, not braided, but it's still better than a normal USB-C cable. And then we have the most important part of the build, the FR4 plate. They provide an FR4 plate that you can swap out for from the stock aluminum plate. That makes it talk. But we'll go through why it doesn't talk for this board later. So as you can see, the board is in a space grey color and looks really clean. The chassis is made from CNC aluminum and has some rubber feet at the bottom and is held together by 8 screws. So after removing all the screws, here's a quick rundown of the internals for those who are interested in the Echo Mod 005. The bottom housing is where the main weight is from. It feels pretty nice, it just feels a little more premium compared to your GK61. It has some cutouts in the case. One of it is for the daughterboard cable. It fits in perfectly. It's really clean and really neat. As for the material wise, inside and outside with no scuffs, their quality control is actually pretty damn good. Echo didn't pay me by the way, so chill out. Accompanied with our bottom housing is a piece of case foam. It is kind of thick, not really dense, but it gets the job done. So it's good. Yes. And then we have our top housing, and there's nothing much special about it. CNC aluminum, no scuffs, some cutouts for the gaskets, that's all. And then we have our main like sandwich, which is our PCB plate and plate foam. We're gonna start off with our PCB. It is a hot swappable PCB. This keyboard is a 65%. So with a 65%, you get your arrow keys and your extra row on the right. The hot swappable PCB is equipped with TTC hot swap sockets and come with north-facing 5-pin RGB sockets. So yeah, if you don't really understand what's going on throughout this base review, this just means that the board is really beginner friendly because you have your hot swappable capabilities, so you can swap out your switch anytime. It is a gasket mount, so you don't get your tray mount, you don't get a really stiff typing experience, and you get different plates to experiment with between aluminum and FR4. So yeah, if you're interested in this, go pick it up, link in the description down below. So let's just go ahead and start building this keyboard. Since this keyboard is gasket mounted, I will be applying the pour-on gaskets onto the FR4 plate. The board sounds amazing with the FR4 plate. You might want to do a tape mod, but for my switches, I don't think I need to do a tape mod. If you're using a linear switch like I do, you can do a tape mod like mine, and it sounds pretty talky. I kept in everything, the plate foam, the case foam. I just changed out to the FR4 plate. After all that is done, I just reassemble everything and we can move on to our switches. Switches. This one is different. I have used tactile, I have used linear, but today we will be using clickies. For my clicky gang out there, I will represent, not really. Basically, Cosette really likes clicky switches. She wants a really noisy board, as what she describes it. I don't have a say, it's all personal preference, but I might sneak some stuff in there, you know. And what better clicky switch to go with than the Kale Box Jades? I have personally used these switches before, so I would definitely recommend it to anyone. It is a click bar instead of your Gayron MX Blue kind of stuff. Those are not that good. Here's a quick sound comparison. So yeah, you can hear that the Kale Box Jades are actually much cleaner in producing a clicky sound, and it just feels nicer to type on as well. So yeah, the Kale Box Jades are priced at 35 cents per switch, a clicky switch with an operating force of 50 grams and bottoming out at 60 grams. It is a good weight for anyone out there. It's not too light, not too heavy, it's a good middle ground. As I mentioned, I only had 61 box Jades, so I'm gonna fill up 6 of the missing switches with some Keychron Gayron Blues. And I'll be placing one Gayron Box Ink Black at the top right, and yeah, that sounds pretty good in the typing test, trust me. We can move on to keycaps. She had a specific set in mind that she wanted, that was GMK 8008. She didn't know what GMK is or what PBT is. And also GMK is out of my budget. It costs like $300 resale now. Yeah, I don't have the money. So yeah, these keycaps are double shot ABS material. This is not PBT. This was sent over by Ipoh Maker. This is one of my first times taking a look at a double shot ABS clone of a GMK set. So technically, it is like, it should feel and should look like a GMK because it is also double shot ABS, just how well it is done. And not branded, of course. And I gotta say, after taking a look at the set closer, it looks amazing. The print, the quality, the colors, they all look really good compared to my normal PPT clones. So if you're interested in this, you can go check it out from Ipoh Maker. Pretty cool, thanks for sending this over. So yeah, that's basically the keyboard. I'm going to install the keycaps. I'm going to do a typing test, do some cinematics, get her reaction to the keyboard, and at the same time let her try out some of my favorite keyboards that I use that are linear or tactile, not clicky, in hopes of converting her. And yeah, enjoy this. Bye. Okay, so now I'm gonna pass her the keyboard and we will see her reaction. Blind. She's gonna close her eyes now. Whoa.
Christmas dude, this is the one
exactly what you wanted, right?
This is exactly, oh my god, I love it.
That's my seat.
It's like this.
Yeah.
I'm so happy. Oh my god, it's so nice.